sort of just going nuts there. I mean, we can see the day chart. It's been faded off. We talked about why some of these names have come off. But look at this. As a high flyer, man, the pet business is super strong. People love their pets. And Randy's in the house. And I know I saw a picture of your dog. Your dog's legs look like they're 5 feet long, just individually.
All right, guys.
As a Great Dane there, but he has a giraffe, I think, is a good one. But Brendan, I like Chewy and I like BarkBox. Thanks for throwing those back.
Randy has a horse that he put a Great Dane costume on, so we showed a picture of Randy's dog already.
All right, we're back.
Net Element, guys, little small cap moving this morning to the upside. This one is strong, so just be aware this is EV related. So we tried to clear these two highs, which is
Just getting everything ready right now. 5 minutes until the bell opens. Let me go ahead and click this real quick.
Big order came in from a company in Florida for the EV model that they are going to produce. So 35% on that news needs to hold $15. If it gets back to 17, we'll have a look at Net Element, guys.
Okay, so I have the dog here.
All right, so market opens in about 4 more minutes. I gotta post this real quick.
Top here, like this is just a monster. Like my dog fits on the corner of this bed, maybe. And your guy, but
So currently I'm looking at S&P 500. Let me just go ahead and mark this up. This trade that I took on Nasdaq 100 last night. So it was a really good trade. Just really easy to kind of trade it. So let me go ahead and mark it up. So this is the markup that I had. Let me go ahead and mark this up real quick. Divergence off the level right to be here, off the 200 EMA. Breaks to the 50, I got in about right to be here as it breaks to the bias 50 later on, and then eventually it just kicks it off all the way up, risking about 14 points, going all about, oh shit, going all about to about 3R, I'll say, actually 4R now, so I closed majority of my positions at 3R, so it is what it is, but it was a really good trade. Just, you know, pure momentum right there. On pre-market, S&P 500 is there. All right, but get ready. 4 more minutes. I also took a trade on UJ. I took it short, and yeah, it was a really good trade. I'll show you guys in a minute. Just getting ready. We got about 3 more minutes until the bell opens, so let me go ahead and do this real quick. All right, cool. And also my my live stream, my live chat works finally, so I fixed that. Thank God. All right, we got 2 more minutes until the bell opens. Currently, I'm going to be focusing on today, mostly on the Nasdaq 100 because it looks much stronger than the rest. But S&P 500 looks like a good buy. Russell 2000 looks like a good sell as it's been weaker than the rest of the market. Forex pairs, I'm pretty much chill, guys. Like I took a really good trade on UJ. I risked about 2%, so a big chunk of my account. And I made a lot of money last night. So I mean, I really don't want to trade anything Forex related right now because I don't see anything good other than UJ, my UJ swing. So we got about almost a minute to the bell. Gotta go ahead and put this real quick. Gotta get ready for the bell.
Why is it against? Like I want to buy and there's a buy there, but the imbalance could be spiking this up to these levels right now. And once the imbalance is done, we may fade back, and that's when I want to buy.
All right, we got 1 more minute until the bell opens. All right, get that done. All right, cool. Got that done. Time to concentrate. We got FTMO open up. Yeah, I mean a really good chunk of change last night. Let me go ahead and show you. We got about 20 seconds until the bell opens. Crap. All right, so this is my trade on UJ. I'll show you guys later a little bit more on the analysis of it. But yeah, that was my short from last night. Just really good momentum. I closed the majority of my position out there at ADR, and a little bit more on the top. All right, so we got Nasdaq 100 on there. Let me go ahead and click on Forex. All right, market has opened. Now we're selling off on the Nasdaq a little bit.
4, 3, 2, and 1. Ring that bad boy.
Coming up.
That was like a normal ring. It wasn't even anything crazy. Normally, Randy has something on tap for us. I feel like, no, whoa. So forget about that.
Okay, Russell is doing pretty good. Russell's actually kind of coming up, which is kind of interesting to see on the Russell. Let me go right over here. We got some divergence right here on the S&P 500, which is we're coming off a really good level. So I mean, I'm interested in buying that, to be honest, because that's a really good level off it. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna buy S&P 500 right now. I'm gonna go ahead and buy it.
Yeah, guys, Superman on that call, guys. I told you to dump anything AstraZeneca, any sort of vaccine, and that's a good call there for coming downside. This is what we're talking about. Alibaba, here it comes, making moves to the downside. Let's see if we can't defend some 240 areas. We'll take a little bit of a bid here, see what happens at 240. So we're long right now on Alibaba. So a nice little long 241.33. Let's see how high it wants to go right now. I like this Alibaba trade. What kind of levels? 242.50. We'll take on another break. But right now, hey, we did it again. There's another dollar win right there on Alibaba. Let's go. Intel short, guys. We shorted 49s.
Yeah, 48.85 minutes, sort of splitting here, but I like that Intel as well. DraftKings having a bit of trouble sort of rolling back past this 48. Now 48.50 does move large here. I do have 48.30, which was a bit of a level that we took the long trade. If it dips into like 48.20 and we can catch a bounce there, I'm definitely going to like it.
Nasdaq's coming up right now.
Back a little bit here. So might be time for a bit of a reload. Now if it gives me that 50 to 60 again, I am going to take more shares of this trade, guys. Intel, I got my entry with that 85. Slight difference from that 48.90 level when I look back a couple of days.
Yeah, we're short right now, 98 right now on Intel. So bang, big time wins on Intel right there. Good trade for me on that. Okay, and now we're long Snapchat. So we just took that at 70. Of course, it's 78. Whoops. It was 78 there for a second. 75. Just took some out. Let's just keep going on Snapchat. I love this name for the long.
ES is doing pretty well right now.
We're also into JD long now as well on an 88 break.
Along DS.
Intel short, JD long, Snap long, guys. This is going to be a busy day for me. Intel's still going down. Alibaba, 50 cents in the money. Watch out for a 242 break. 242.50, sorry.
Yeah, SP. I like how the Nasdaq's right now. It could really pinch up furthermore.
Now, keep in mind, in perspective, how far it's already come back. $8.20 near the top here. So by the time it was rolling over, I'm shorting 6s and 550s. Last one is 547. It looks like it's headed well towards $4. That's going to be where my target is.
Coming down a little bit now.
Market action, a bit of a level at 4 even. So if it gets to like a 420 or so, I'll probably be dipping out of this trade and taking my profit and running here. Unfortunately for me, DraftKings doesn't seem like it wants to go. Brendan, what's up, buddy?
Now it's reversing, so I may get out of my position right now. Yeah, getting out. Now it's reversing on the S&P.
Okay, so everything's going nicely for us except Snapchat, but JD, we just took off 25 cents. Going, 30, 40, 50 cents right now as JD keeps going to the upside. We talked about this one. This was my #1 stock on the sticky note there at the top. You see JD, 87.50. Well, we had to take 88, but now we're in the money, $1 on that, $1 on that initial one. Our Snapchat comes out, that's okay. It does come out there at the very bottom. Wow, 30. Not a good price there on Snapchat.
Little reversal up there on the S&P 500. Come on to the Bollinger Band mean.
So reload into AstraZeneca does not happen, guys. It gets tipped right past my order, or almost to my order at 48s there. Coming back towards the low. I do have a bid.
Now it's breaking toward that low.
If we get that tick,
So Nasdaq looks like a little bit weaker today. I'm gonna go ahead and just short it.
Definitely going to be the better one, but it is trying to test that level. I like the break. It didn't happen. The dip. We'll see if it holds at 240. Again, that's the only level.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try shorting it as it's yeah, I'm shorting it right now as it's coming down. I may get out right now. Just a quick scalp. I entered right over here, so it went down really fast.
I mentioned Intel obviously with the news yesterday, but look at this one. Taiwan Semiconductor.
All right, close out. All right, so got out of S&P. Yeah, so the market just faded right now really quick, so I trading tech stocks. That's true. Alright, so Nasdaq looks like it's continuing going lower. I am interested in taking that short right there, so I'll go ahead and go short again on the NQ on the Nasdaq right now, so we'll go ahead and short that.
Order filled. Order filled.
Downside, maybe a 670. We'll see if we can't defend some of this level, but I'm not going to give it much past yesterday's close of 666, guys. But yeah, I mean, we can't fight this market for too long. So we'll try one more average in on this. I think it was going to go, but then long goes the market. 33 cents now in the money on our Intel. So right there, that's raining down.
Yeah, so S&P 500 looks much more stronger, which is more interesting, in my opinion. You can see here how it came up all the way down. Still has room to the 200 EMA. S&P 500, that's how it is. It's holding the 50 EMA right there. UJ, looks like UJ is reversing, so thank God for just basically taking most of my position out on UJ. Let's see what we do here. S&P 500 is starting to reverse back out to the upside.
$1 in the money now on that CNFR here, guys. It does continue its fade. I do actually have a bid resting at that.
So this is what we call a super pinch right over here, as it's starting to pinch like that. So it could be a good continuation toward the downside. Target will be at the 200 EMA. I'm taking this as a day trade now. So I got it in like right over here. Stop will be at there. Take profit will be at the Hump of the Dragon. I mean, at the 200 EMA, which is about 12863.
I tried to buy 94s there and missed, I guess. So we'll see if it here comes right back in. Like, this is pretty violent for Snapchat today. Moving around.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and look myself a break even at that.
Come on, get me long. I guess I gotta switch that over a little bit to get long. I'm trying to.
S&P is still holding structure. Like, look at that. I like how it's still holding structure right there.
And then we'll use this 55 area
for now. So we'll see if it continues to break here lower or just comes all the way up.
Okay, so long right now. We're on this bid right here, so we keep missing those 94s. I don't know what's going on with that. But Snapchat, we tried the long and got out there. So let's just wait to see what happens now. Here we go, long back at 50.
Russell's doing pretty good.
A little bit of this back right now, guys.
Yeah, and Intel bounces back towards that 49. I'm not.
UJ's up about a 0.25%.
I would definitely be looking to reload.
Just choppy in Forex today. Only clean thing was UJ. So, I mean, UJ was just clean, guys. Like, the EMAs was clean, the Liquid 50 was clean. Just really clean.
Order filled. Order filled.
If it breaks through the second time, watch out. I would not be holding short. Of course, I'm not even recording this one today. AstraZeneca.
Yeah, I'm taking a long on the S&P. I'm gonna go ahead and close some of my Nasdaq right now.
Order filled.
Even though it's finding a bit of a bounce off to 25, Brendan. Recent strength in Blink charging continuing here. We had 2 days to the downside. Remember, big reversal 2 days ago that took it back from 56 all the way down to 46. We're right back to that level right now. 46 on Blink charging. Higher relative volume on this one.
Order filled.
I'm trying to get longer Tesla there. Yeah, so what
no, Brendan just mentioned Blink here, and of course, in the volume, it's through the roof. It's been a runner that's been missed at times, but it just gave a little bit of a bounce off of like 4450. View off what we call it this time of day. I care a little bit more about the fact that it's 4450, but Blink, just to give you an idea, this was one of those like multi-day moves to the back to the downside that I've kind of accused DraftKings of having, and then looking for a bounce, but Blink showing way more strength. We also have this level here, which is why I sort of like this 45 entry that we have at 4450 as cover. It was a breakdown point. Sometimes those levels where the floodgates open downside and a retracement, a good entry point. Anyways, that's a long way of saying it was a good reason to buy it, and I'll give the assist to. Oh no, I wanted to do that. There we go. I got to do it because I was looking at Blink until Brendan said it. So
Alright, going short right now.
If I can get a quick scalp for you.
A little bit more. I'm taking a little bit more positions right here.
Okay, Intel to the downside. We did average in right here to our friend.
It's kind of a view of what I'm doing right here.
Now again, it breaks through 660. It did actually start to go a little bit for us.
If it makes a higher low, just get out.
Tesla did start to go a little bit off our average, and it got us back to 671. So we were pretty flat on the trade at one point on Tesla.
Very interesting.
We're still averaging in. I'm still getting it back to 666. So you won't see
Nasdaq
any out of that.
feels a little bit bearish. S&P looks bullish right now. I mean, looks a little bit bullish in the 1 minute.
Now just popped up on a volume scanner. Big volume for 1180, so starting to head higher for this FTI.
As it's trying to come higher today.
Yeah, and
Question is it going to come higher?
this is a frustrating one for me because FTIV was one.
That's the question.
That I
So,
thought was going to give a test a little bit lower, just given that weakness.
I mean, right now S&P looks much more stronger right now than the Nasdaq, so that's something to keep an eye on.
I think worth it for a break.
Yeah.
If it can get there, wow. So I put a stop in and then just immediately triggered. So I don't know if
So Dow Jones just broke off that level, so that's a kind of a bull bias right there. So it can definitely continue going higher.
Trying to get a break and I get a price of 97. It just means there was one print above and I got triggered in. But there is a massive iceberg order here that, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and get out. I just immediately got out. I got out at 97. 12 didn't break. I can get right out at 12. I'll literally make 3 cents on the trade, or maybe a couple when we factor in the fees. But you saw live, guys. Iceberg in the way. Forget about it. Just jump out of that trade. I wanted to break out, not this thing holding. So if it gets back to like 65 and 75, maybe worth it. There's the actual break. So let's see if I can get into the breakout trade instead of what just happened. Okay. We're in the snap. We bought some nice bottoms there. I mean, I'm kind of ignoring it because of the way it's moving. It's just moving like very, very violently, I find. Like up and down like 15, 20 pennies, which I guess is fine. It's a $51 stock. You can, do whatever it wants. It's kind of violent a little bit here. Snapchat. Some of these wicks is what I'm talking about. You got to watch out for that. I'm waiting to see if I can't get some wicks to the high side now. But we're going to drop this if it breaks below 50.50, so you already know about that trade. And then our other one here is trying to battle right now. Randy, I'm trying to support you long here on Tesla. We're long 672 right now. A decent position for me as we've averaged in. So let's get this stock going now. Hopefully Tesla back to day's high, and then your boy will cash out some. But Brendan, give me another name. Pretty good example here, guys, of possibly some positioning going into the end of the year. Look at FCX report. 52-week highs right off the bat here. No news on this that I can see. Lasted through $25 there on the open, but higher relative volume for FCX, guys. So I just reloaded into some Intel. Just tested back above that 49. And, well, actually, no, I missed that trade. We didn't actually get it. I actually thought I got the entry there, removing liquidity. I finally get it as a test.
So Nasdaq is pushing a little bit lower now.
I also got into this FTIV. I mean, frantically trying to get in on that break, and I swear I got traded through there. It was it's going to happen to you because liquidity, it's good. It's on 2.7 million shares, but the spread opens up. I had to pay up to 11s. I was trying to get like 3 or 4. I guess I should have just held on to that early trigger that got me 97s, but the level hadn't broken, and it was a breakout trade that I immediately wanted. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can scalp out a little bit of this on FTIV if I can around that 12.25 mark. And if it gets to those pre-market highs, fantastic. I thought this would be a dip buy. It looks like it's a breakout instead.
Okay, we're averaging in Intel as well. You can see a couple different shorts here as we can try to zoom in. 48, 49. I'm going to get out 49.20, obviously, if it breaks back out of that upside, but a nice little average there at 49. And again, we'll just have to wait on this one. I'm going to put some bids downside. This has been a big trade. My most profitable stock, obviously, there was Intel on that move. We're still waiting for Snapchat still to come on this one as we've been averaging long. Wow, it dips all the way down there. I should have put some more longs down there. Oh, I was waiting at 65, actually. It goes to 71, so maybe we'll change that. And then our Tesla, it's not doing anything. It's trying to go, but it's not. So I actually think this probably gets us out for a losing trade down here at 666. I don't want to talk negatively, but it's not going right now.
666.
If the futures can go here, the NQ is what we're talking about. A big move down. This is where Tesla stopped, right? Right where the future stopped. So if we can get a break of 12,875.
Yeah. Usually on Nasdaq, whenever I'm looking for a breakout, it's just gonna continue going lower. I'm not seeing that right now. I could just wait, but 30-second chart looks kind of like choppy. Looks kind of bullish, so I'm gonna go with the 1 minute real quick. Yeah, and there's divergence on it, so I'm gonna go ahead and close that right now.
Order filled.
Tread lightly, 1.4 million share float on INBL. Thanks, Brendan. I got out of some blink at that 45.50 mark. mark here, guys. So we took that 47.
Order
It actually got
filled.
back in on VWAP, but it's showing a little bit of weakness here, coming back. And I feel like when we go tighter stop, if it breaks like 44,
Order
40 or
filled.
so, just try to lock in smaller loss than normal. It does feel, it
Mm-hmm.
just feels weak in the bottom pick, and it gets back to 42.
All right. I think I'm gonna go ahead and I think I like Nasdaq right now, as it's starting to kind of pull up. I like how there's divergence, especially off that level right there, as it's kind of starting to stagnate off that 50 EMA level. And as you can see here on yesterday, it did struggle as well. So we'll see what we do here. All right, a little bit.
FTIV, before we go to Brennan, because this was his name off the outset, I got 1240 to the upside here, so another leg out. It's a couple of wins. I'm now thinking if we can extend all the way to 13, it's either break even or we get almost $1 on this move, holding on to the last third. Brennan.
Just having a look at Billy, another Chinese name, just reaching all-time highs this morning. This is all-time highs above that
Order
little
filled.
last pivot there
Order filled.
on the daily chart. So already up more than 10% here, 85 to 91 for Billy.
Okay, so it just broke off that level. No, there's still divergence, so still can stagnate.
We got into some BFT. We did miss the 16 punch there. I just didn't have the order in.
S&P is still holding its gains, so that's something to look for. It's still holding that level right there.
16 break up to 16.15 there, which is not a big move. We're gonna average into that, and then we'll get out if it comes.
So that's a little bit more positive on that state.
I just don't want it. And again, it's a share size thing, right? If you're gonna trade smaller, then you can hold it. But we're gonna wait for 15.90 to break. That's kind of where VWAP is, and that's where some of this consolidation.
Yeah, so you can see here there's divergence, so it's gonna stagnate a little bit. So it'd be it's coming toward the low of day too. So that's something to look for.
Snapchat's getting close to filling us at 65. Did I get those? Yes, I did. So now we just got a big load there at 65. So that's now we're invested in the Snapchat. We got to watch this one, guys. 50-50 break. Won't be
So there's divergence right now, so it could definitely like continue building up as it continues going down at that level right there. So that's something to look for.
Yeah, and I'm going to get into quickly off of like a 15 level of this BNGO. If it takes this top, and this is like a 218 top.
But I'm gonna go ahead and try buying that right now. I mean not right now, but once we go toward the 200 EMA.
That's why you see me do nothing all the way up. One of these days I'm going to actually take a long break at 185 instead of just covering the short. But that is not today. You can't chase the trade that didn't happen. Also, just watch out. Intel's starting to come down. When we get out some in front of 75 and then again in front of 50, I think you got to take some profit because that level definitely held.
All right, so we've got some out on Snapchat there in the 80s. Our average price 69. It was just 70 and change. Again, I apologize for some of these wicks. Hard to see. There's my load up there, 50-60, so 65. We gave you that level. I gave you that target. That's where we just took up our load there as we go. Intel still falling, guys. BFT, so Intel's a good trade for us. Reload. Good trade there. BFT's trying to go. I've got to put some orders upside just to make sure that we capture some of that 75. And then, yeah, Tesla, come on, baby. Let's go. Let's see if we get some chicken dinner winners from Tesla finally. Our average price is right here, 672.40. I could lose on this. I'm trying to motivate Tesla here with some chicken, but if I know Elon Musk, he's probably like a crazy vegan or something revolutionary. Maybe he only eats like flour or something. I don't know what that guy is probably doing, but let's go Tesla right to the upside. Elon Musk. Let's see if he can't get this win up to 675 again for me. That would be monstrous for yours truly. Intel's still going, and then we're getting close to getting out of Snapchat. We tried. We got some out there, like I said, but not enough to make this a winning day on Snapchat. So we'll give back some of what we made yesterday. I can get out now for flat, but let's give this to the bottom. If it breaks, guys. That would be a bad trade, but it is what it is. What up, Pete?
Just watching laser, guys, this Luminar right back down to basically where we started, 34 here. We tagged 35.5 on the initial push off the open, but some weakness coming back in, 6.25%, but all kinds of volume again today on the Luminar.
So a bit of a bad wick here, and again, it depends how you have to set the stop orders here. I put a trailing stop in an FTIV. This wick actually got me out.
I'm going to look for a pullback. I mean, it was not a bad place to get out anyways because 1250 is a bit of a level here, as you can see. So I'm going to go with another breakout trade. I did it at 12, and it worked if I held on to it. I re-entered at 11. Most of this is going to be out for like a 30 to 35 cent win. I'll look 1250 break. I'll look dip back into 12 even as a way to get back in this position, but that's just a bad candle with executing my stop order. I'll go back to Intel. Of course, I said I'd get out some in front of that 75 and dip down. I'll get more out in front of 4850, which held before. So Intel so far so good. I know we're both definitely happy with that. BNGO, I got a little bit out of quarter for a good scalp off the high of the day, but it just broke. So going to take that hit on BNGO, but it's all in and out a little faster when it does this kind of crazy volume, and try not to hold anything too far against you because it's going to be easy to get back in with this liquidity.
Yeah, we go arrows down. I know you talked about Intel. We still got a decent position on for Intel. So we just took some out. We actually didn't get out any in front of 75.
Huh.
We waited for 70, so that was okay. But now we're down to 65. This is right where we got out last time. So let's think about getting some more out. We'll take some out
Very
there.
interesting to see what we're doing
Good
here.
Trade, man. This is a 35-cent win right now for INTC to the downside. Snapchat coming back to life. Wondering if we just start taking some out here, so we will do that a little bit here on Snapchat, or did we not get
Tesla's up about 0.5%. Intel is down about 1%. Devon is up about 2%, which is pretty good from our portfolio. VIX is down 1%. Walmart is up about 0.19%. Disney's up 2%. Oh wow, Tesla just jumped from half to almost 0.80%.
This will be great. I don't think we will get any more out until we're in the high 80s right now on Snapchat. We have our bottom. Hopefully you're trying to take this with us. Remember, we're scalping. Like I'm scalping right now into this position. I don't see too much that I like for a home run right now because we already got a home run. So hit the cowbell for Intel right now. This has been a nice little trade for me today. I don't know Neil's profits or losses today, but this one's a good one for me on Intel. So I'm going to be really happy with it and just see what happens moving forward. Tesla went. We were actually in the money like 5 cents or 10 cents or something on Tesla there, and then it stops right at our average price, man. 672.50. So and now it's falling back down, but whatever. It's been such a monster month for me as well as November that we're kind of just getting a little bit careless with some of our trades here and trying to let these things go a little bit further. It's not a great way to trade, but hey, you only live once.
Pinduo Duo, I mean, wow. If you're going to talk, this is sort of the dip buy that I really thought that we could get in something like Alibaba, and Pinduo Duo, of course, does it to a T, and then even breaks out this 168. Now, if we can actually come back in and then hold any kind of consolidation in that 168 area, just to quickly show you on the one, that 170 is about VWAP, so you sort of dip into a little bit here for a bit of a retest. Now, I'm not playing this from the short side, and of course, like I said, if you're going to go against the grain, and again, this is a bit of a pullback here, so you're still with the trend, you have to have a bit of a plan. I think it's the same thing if you're doing a pullback trade here off a 175 fail or 174 fail. So I'll take a little bit here, nibbling.
Yeah, just chopping the S&P 500 right now. It's still holding that level right here.
Bye-bye, bingo.
So
BNGO is absolutely
we'll see what it does there.
to the upside. Now, the interesting thing is we went over this on the daily chart. I sort of said to you guys, there is an off chance that $3 could come into play. It's starting to go parabolic here. I'll see if I can't scalp some to the long side before it gets there, but I will be hunting short if it gets to 3 for sure. Right?
Another little tiny one, guys, from the pre-market that was going crazy. Does Jan 1 incorporate?
Yeah, divergence is still building right there, so that's something to look for.
They recycle home furnishings, apparently. So less than 1 million shares in the free float on this one. This one's just falling apart, though. $7 up here. We're down to 6, been breaking to the downside. Still 16% for JAN.
I guess I should not have shrugged off this bingo when we were talking about it because this $2 break is pretty simple there. 930, 932, and then basically.
I know day trades for me yet. I've just basically been in and out, just scratch trades.
That doesn't get me out. So, wow, missed opportunity on BNGO. We'll try to look at these a little more because this one, yeah, I know Neil's been trading it, but wow, straight to the upside there.
Yeah, but I'm gonna wait for this trade. I still think it has a lot more upside potential, so we'll see.
Intel still 33 cents in the money. Oh, we did take there 10 cents right there at 16. Got out, sorry, 9 cents on BFT there, and we do have some orders in the 20s, like we said. And the reason why is this little level yesterday when we went on their run yesterday, this was that little bottom that we picked, which was fantastic, and then we stopped at 16 and a quarter. And then I'm also noticing this stuff here, 1650 as some gathering spots for BFD. So I don't know, man. 1.3 million shares. I'm just really surprised that this particular SPAC really isn't doing much. We can check back on BarkBox. They had 28,000 shares. They had 28,000 shares done in the pre-market. So
Still holding that level.
I'm disappointed that we didn't trade Neo today because.
All right, NQ starting to finally come up.
Right off the open, like we say, down and then wait for it. Boom! Explosion to the
I mean,
upside. But right now,
S&P 500.
market coming down a little bit, maybe not.
Yeah.
Bounce back up.
I mean, the market, there's some names coming to the downside. Of course, the Nasdaq is coming in. Just worth noting, the ES is basically flat here. I'm watching his BTBT. I've added
That's
it to
true. It is flat.
but that 168 level is approaching.
Look how Nasdaq just basically just strict price action and bounce off that level.
At that midpoint, but BTBT about to break out. It's like a 1438 top. It tested it once. This stock, we talked about it. This crazy runner. I want to take a bit of a breakout trade. Watch out for 1450, obviously.
Another end of year type of move here. Caterpillar, guys, big blue chip stock. Cat up almost 3% at one point. Broke 182. Bit of a pullback. We've already got 178 to 182 though. Testing these highs for CAT on high volume. Guys.
I mean, what about? Yeah, I saw that one leading the Dow. Big call on that. What about Snapchat short right now? I've only been looking long, but we did break that 50-50. That would have been an easy short there, but I was again only thinking long. I still am thinking long, but if I can call up a 3-minute chart and hopefully this will load back in 2 days for us, we can see this 50 level right here, guys. Bounced off that a little bit back on the 24th, Christmas Eve, and then we did have that as a starting point to yesterday's move upside. So yeah, we could get a break here at 50. We will try a short if that does come through. I'm very, very surprised that Goldman's not coming up and stepping up a little bit here to defend their upgrade yesterday of the stock. So that's one thing that I'm wondering about why. I do want to take a long if it breaks through 50-50 again. So we are getting close to that. So it'll be a long through 50-50 or a short through 50 even. And that's my call right now. I don't think Snapchat stays in this range. So look out below.
And as they're starting to come up, I like how the Dragon's starting to come up too, right over here. It's kind of a signal.
You can do it. Let's see if we can explode some money. We gotta take it easy right now.
Look how it just bounces off that level. That's something to look for. Just because of the divergence, it just literally like it's stagnating. So now we're kind of coming into a wedge right here. So let's see if we see a breakout on the Nasdaq right on the TDI right over here. On this big relative strength move toward the upside, downside.
Cybertruck, that was funny when the guy broke the window. I'll never forget that. 672.50 there.
Alright, so it looks like we're breaking out toward the upside, maybe. We'll see.
I'm going to talk about BTBT here. There was that break. I just want to talk about it breaking that recent high. Look for 1440 break. Always going to take some out when it breaks that 50 just on momentum. But I'm hanging on to a quarter this position. I've got to watch out for Pinduoduo. Pinduoduo is going to be my Tesla of the day in terms of trying to hang on. It's in 68 level that I like. So I have it in front of that. You can see my price on 250. Again, if this breaks to the upside, I'm hoping for a move into that 174, 175. So the risk to reward I like on the trade, but it is coming against us. Same thing here, BTBT. We've got a quarter out from scalp trade, hanging on to the rest of it. Literally like a 5th grade physics experiment should have told those people that that window was going to break on Cybertruck, but I always find that comical. Whatever, it is what it is. These things happen on live TV for that, but of course, for us, we're live on YouTube with all of our trades. AstraZeneca, this is for now a little bit of a disappointing trade because the rollover was good. I have not taken any more out. I have not gotten any more in at the top end of this range. So for now, just holding on to the short trade, looking for the second shoot.
Yeah, it looks like we're bouncing on the 5-minute.
It is already 10 o'clock, and that means we got to get to Brendan before happening now.
All right, so it looks like it's breaking off that level right there. As it breaks toward the 21E, made off this level right over here. I'm looking to go long, just based on an owl. I'm not going to day trade it yet. I'm just going to go ahead and scalp it toward the upside.
You can see the Dow about the same 0.45%. The Nasdaq was leading in the pre-market. We're coming off a little bit, 0.4, 0.2 for the 100 and the composite there. We're watching tech stocks. The Russell,
bouncing back 3 straight days to the downside for small caps. So definitely some strength coming back into the small caps. Here in Toronto, the TSX 0.3%, Brazil's higher as well, 0.2%. Good morning if you're joining us from Brazil. AstraZeneca still higher on the day, 1% here. Neil was just talking about this. Was kind of watching 50, got the 50, see what happens, but it's trying to bounce in front of that. A couple things from the watch list still on watch. We'll shift too far there. I want to go back to this one, Microvision, MDIS. We had Luminar on the watch list. Talked about that already, but I wanted to show you this. MDIS came up to where we ended yesterday, 630, fading off from that, but $6 needs to hold for MDIS, guys.
MDIS, I feel like that was a bit missed opportunity. BNGO bounces off of a VWAP here now. I was looking for retracement, so it got a little bit deeper than that, and I certainly would have played off of a $2 level for a bit of a bounce play. I still feel like this looks bullish. I think if it gets below, back below a 2 level, and more importantly, like a 185, it'll be all systems go to hang on to a deeper short trade. But for now, I'm going to be looking to see if I can't play a bit of a long off of 2 even. It gets a little deeper, we'll go into that. We'll go into that one. I have to go back and just mention AstraZeneca. I am going to reload here. I've been waiting
All right.
to get a little bit closer to my
Looks like US 500 is starting to come up.
Sorry, 50-50.
We're starting to pinch a little bit on the 15 seconds, 30 seconds.
But I'm going to reload in this trade in shy VWAP. I've been waiting for the perfect price. I don't think I'm going to get it, so just going to jump into it right here, right now. 540. We had a 550 short initially. Now we're getting a 540 here. Looking for it to retrace eventually to the $50 mark. BTBT is bouncing back into 14. We've got a bit of it out. I have not reloaded in front of 14 yet. I wanted to bounce first before I get back.
Looks like it's bouncing right there.
We have Snapchat the wrong way. So Snapchat does break through 50. We took some and then we averaged it here at this spot, and then we got a little more, but we're still playing off that 50. So if that breaks, man, we're going to be out, and that is that. So we got to watch out for Snapchat here. It'll be a negative stock for me at the end of the day here as we go. Tesla tried, man. It did it. They only went to 670, 370 there. So we went in the money about $1.50 or about a buck. What are we? Yeah, about $1.30 or so in the money there on Tesla. But we're gonna wait to see if it can't get a little higher and see if we can't make some money on that one. But yeah, 666 is that bottom price. But I don't know, 674.95. I still want to get some out if we can get back to 674 and then let the rest run to see if we get the day's high. Look at the Nasdaq not doing anything, but the ES definitely trying to go. So let's wait for Snapchat here, bouncing right now, but not a good.
Yeah, I'm still in that position on the S&P, which is the ES. So I'm doing pretty well on that so far.
Is there any size at 50? No, nothing. So it's just gonna like go through that like butter. So watch out here as Snapchat looking like it's gonna break right now.
Speaking of going through something like butter, yeah, so about DraftKings, it's like, forget a minute. Every single time I'm like, yeah, go long in DraftKings. I talked about this one for nibbling today, but the day trade itself doesn't work, despite it being a clear breakout long towards that 50. You know, it is what it is, but we talked about this one with Mark, certainly.
Still bouncing off that same level. Now it's breaking through that level.
46 is definitely the way to go here. That's what we were talking about in the show, but the day trade is always tricky on the stock. Here is yesterday's top, right here, 49.50. If it breaks through there, I'm looking for just a quick little failed breakout type of a short trade. So I want to see it break 50, go a couple pennies and sort of snap back downside, and maybe I try to take 25 to 40 cents on a short trade on
See if it bounces off that level still.
Kind of coming down. Brennan? Another little one moving in the pre-market, guys, just popping back up on a volume scanner. Look at this move that Professional Diversity Network had. IPDN. We've already gone from 130.
See how it bounces off that level? Same thing. That's the divergence still building on the 1 minute chart.
So anytime we get cryptocurrencies near all-time highs, get all these little tiny small caps.
Just building, you know. That's coming to a channel. So the relative strength index is just increasing. It's bullish like that. So I mean, it's kind of divergence just because price. It's not really doing anything. It's just coming down. So that's what we call bullish divergence. So could be a sign of a reversal. So we'll see.
Mark agrees with you, and I've been loving DraftKings. It looks like it's going to be on his board. I've gotten a lot of friends into this one, and I know I have you guys into this one as well. So DraftKings, yeah, let's just keep going, guys. You know we're long 35-ish. I think it was 35.80, something like that. So DraftKings, the problem with DraftKings is we didn't get out at the very top. I'm trying to hold it for even for more than this. side now, in the money nicely on that. What? I thought I was going to get out of Tesla, 100% there, and it stops again at 673.50. So, oh man, I don't know. Maybe we have to take $1 on the first bit of that, but I don't know. I can't get $2 on this. I wish we could. But let's see if the market wants to go here. Still waiting to get out of this Tesla trade, guys.
Yeah, and BT breaks down below 14, so we only scalp a quarter for the win, and we take a hit on the rest of it. So, unfortunately, that one is going to be. I actually think it's going to be a bit.
Okay, now we're starting to see kind of a move up.
And we should upgrade that one a little bit. I kind of like the graphic. This IPVN, it's halted right now on volatility. There is a plan of action that I usually like to have on these ones. Make sure A, I have locates. B, if I see weakness, and I mean opening lower. I mean the current halt up at 309 here, opening lower than this 285 price and holding of the 309. I think that's a bit of a sign for
About 30 minutes after the bell opened, so you just have to be patient.
You don't have any idea what wrong means to you. Stay away from catching that. If we continue upside, watching out for a 475, 5 even area into the top.
So it's bouncing off that level right there.
Another mover here so far, guys. Tech, DMTK, 24%. This is a
Something to look for longs is to get out of this level right here, because it is resistance right there. So definitely have to be careful off that high.
DMTK, we'll have a look at that. I mean, I'm still focused, guys. Like,
Okay, now we're breaking out right there, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a long, calling it off as a pinch, as a pinch just toward the upside.
Right now, because I don't have too many shares, but look at BFT right now.
Yeah, I'm waiting right now. I'm not going long yet.
We like it so much, we take it twice. BFT, bang, 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 out 22s. Now we're at 28. Hopefully you guys have that one with us, as we are loving us some BFT right now. Let's get some more out on the high side if we can on BFT. So a good trade there.
Yeah, not going long yet.
I've adjusted my out.
Still waiting.
Some at 673.50 if we can here on Tesla, guys.
Still waiting. Still waiting.
I liked it for a quick rollover short. Of course, the long, forget that too.
Oh, there's a nice
come and gone, but in and out. I'll take the quick hit off of that 49.50. I wanted on the way back down. It did make a test to the top and then fail back in, so that's what we played with. It's come and gone. It's a tight stop. We got to get out of that one. I have to go back over.
Yeah,
to,
not going long yet.
For a quick second here. It's rolling back. Look, it ends up being like a good wick out. This triggered me a break even. I ended up making money on a bad wick. Either way, that wasn't the plan. I would have got break even on the rest of my trade. It's now holding below view up. I'm going to wait for that 1150 to come back in here. It's starting to sell off. The volume's also starting to die down. So a test lower, definitely anticipated on this name. Just to go back to the BNGO here, I know some of you guys are looking at this as an active trade. It bounced off 203. And I got to stop doing this. I should have started building a position off of 405 if I wanted to build long in front of 2. Instead, I was looking for like 2 even or 201 for a perfect price. You can't do that. That's a horrible game to play here. You're trying to make 5 or 10 cents on a scalp trade. Sometimes you've got to move this stuff a little bit sooner. It's not like I was trying to make the spread.
Tesla's really starting to piss me off because it's not going. It's breaking down. I mean, look at this. Look at this consolidation. This is my price. I'm long right here, 672.
Yeah, so I didn't take a long on that.
On the load, but we don't. Now we're gonna wait, man. I still gotta give it back to the 666. Like, it's starting to turn out to be not a good risk reward.
Looks like we're reversing right now.
I'm gonna be losing on the downside $6, and I can't even get right now $2 on the win. So yeah, we're gonna try to reevaluate some of this trade for sure. Tesla, that's Tesla Snapchat. I was waiting to get some more out here. We did take some out at 24, 25. There, our average price is 35. So 10 cent hit, I don't like it, but we'll see. The future's coming down, so we need to get these Nasdaq get going here. Snapchat wants to go off of the
I got out, or my S&P. It's just for a small win.
To the downside. We're still okay, man. It's been a big day for us. You guys know that. BFT, a nice little runner there. That's been a good one. DraftKings, guys. We will. I can't see Neil's positions, but I know he was short. We are long, and we're still long DraftKings. So bring the money down, guys. Here on DraftKings, we're long. We're 30 cents. We're 25 cents in the money, and still going. Go DraftKings, go. Your boy has this one, guys. 49.55. We waited for this consolidation, then bang. Obviously, if we were looking at it, we should have gone long down here. But let's get some out if it comes up to 50. DraftKings, a nice little winner there. Chicken dinner winner. The wife, I think, we've got wings and ribs on the mind today. And then fresh pasta for New Year's Eve. Man, am I one spoiled dude. But there goes DraftKings up again. I think we'll just get some out, put that 40 cents in our pocket and move on, guys. Big win for Draft.
Gonna come back over to Pindo Duo here. Just you got this 168 level. I talk about 168. Go to the higher time frame just so you can see like the 15-minute here. This was that high from yesterday at 168.83. If it actually dips back down to this price again, because I did scalp some out here and I have gotten a little bit out in front of 172, and I'll take a little bit out in front of 174. I'm trying to hold for 175. I actually want to buy on some weakness. If it gets to like a 169 in front of that previous high yesterday, that's where I think I want to be rebuilding into the short. So I want to position for potential breakout. If I have it a little bit longer than normal, that's just going to be the nature of the game. It's starting to feel like this NETE. This was, of course, I think this was the last game when I watched this. I know Brendan talked about it. Kind of missed a chance to give my thoughts on this one. I thought it might test higher before I tried a rollover, so I was trying to wait. It already come a couple of dollars to the downside. Now it's actually trying to put in a bit of a top off the open.
Yeah, market is reversing right now.
I know it's above VWAP, but it's
At least the S&P is right now. Nasdaq looks kind of just doing its thing.
I'd be adding on the way down. If it broke 15, I'd be looking to add to the position as opposed to take off. We're going to get into that element the first time for me here today if I can. In front of VWAP, not on the other side, guys.
Okay, guys, here we go. So now we finally got it. Thank you, Tesla. We take that out right there, so that's a buck. Now we have a $4 winner on board, and we'll just try to run this upside right now. Good win here. Let's go, Tesla. If that can keep going, then yes, sir. This is what we want right now. It's finally going. We did dump a half of our position right there. We got some more now. This is where I wanted to get out, so we do give up a buck there because I was nervous about these levels. So now we'll keep going to the high side right now with Tesla. Let's see if we take out this day's high. Big time win. Look where we're long. 670 right now. I like he a lot, Brendo.
Another little one, guys. Penny stock just popping up on a volume scanner. Staffing 360. Big offering announced in the pre-market, but they're buying this back up through 70 cents. So not a lot to choose from so far today, but this one on a volume list, guys.
It's almost as if they were like, Pindo doing, yeah, so I say I want to get that dip, and then of course, it's like, look, in the money's in the money. I got 70s long, and I said I wanted something down at 69. If it got down there again, freezing. But it looks like it's going to work. You can't be mad if that happens to you. I did get into NETE here, so it's a short starting at 615, 62. I know it's on the other side of VWAP, but 16 is the stop level that I'm playing off of here. So long Pindo duo short in net element.
Okay, guys, and adios, amigos. Hopefully this keeps going upside now. Tesla, I don't know if it got this. Did it get to 677 there? I think, oh, wow, it did. It got to 677 there. And now it's fading back a little bit. That was a $7 winner, guys, that we had there on Tesla. Maybe we put another order somewhere around there just to see. I hear Randy excited in the background, so that's good. Let's just see where it goes. What's your magic price again? 720 or something?
Yeah, Nasdaq kind of, it's just choppy right now, so I'm not looking to get it long just because divergent is still building. I'm not looking to get it in short just because divergence and EMA.
679. If we can retest that level, let's go. A nice little $7 winner for you guys there on Tesla. I want to give a big shout out to the boys at the Cactus Club that messaged me yesterday that they're watching the show every day and love us here, so that's a big energy. Once this is coming back through, man, I'm coming over, boys, to have some meals, hopefully, with you. If not that, then at least we can maybe share a drink at the bar. So what's up, the Cactus Club there? If you don't know about it, it's a great little dining spot. Take your significant other or go grab a drink, whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
Right now, I'm taking a day trade on that on an actual day trade on the S&P 500.
Trading floor in the back, and that's why we can't do anything fun. But we can trade because we love that. I did get back into AstraZeneca, and this is on me. I went to adjust the stop order and got out of AstraZeneca shy of this level here, 50, 60. This is the level off of the open that held. That's where the stop should be. So just enter back into the trade. I mean, it's not going to cost much of anything. A couple of pennies or so spread. But 50, 60 is going to be the stop area. Of course, I did take this net element. Now, this is on the other side of VWAP. And then it does break the 16. So I'm not done with this. This is one that I
Yeah, I'm not taking Nasdaq short. I wasn't able to do that just because of divergence building.
But I wanted to take this shot on this little semi-parabolic move up.
So that's just kind of following your rules.
4 runs into support, and you're only missing about 35 to 40 cents. So risk reward makes sense. Now you'd have to wait for that top at 17 even. BNGO retesting those highs. You know, I tried to buy.
So yeah, I'm short right now on a day trade, an actual day trade on the S&P 500 right over here. So this is what I call a collapsing dragon. So just trading it off, collapsing. Price action is collapsing right over here. So my take profit will be at the high low right over here, which is about 2.5 R. But that's my trade on the S&P 500. That's an actual day trade. I've just been scalping basically last couple of times, so I haven't really been trading. And like, but yeah, S&P 500 looks like coming down really fast. Look how the Nasdaq just collapsed. Like I said again, it's just I couldn't trade that. I mean, there's just too much divergence right over here, and now we're hitting the 200 EMA right there. It's just for me, I just couldn't do that to myself, you know. Now divergence has broken, or at least no, actually, hasn't broken yet. Okay, it's broken now. So I mean, yeah, I mean, so divergence is now broken, so I didn't take that short. So it is what it is. I didn't take that short.
Because it did go up to that 677 there. We didn't notice that, but now we're trying to fade back in. Watch out, man. The market is kind of like squeezing out, holding on to a positive day here in the Nasdaq. I don't know. This is a $5 winner for Tesla. I'd hate to turn my head on it, but I still think we can go higher. My drop spot for this, I think, is going to be the bottom of that last candle, not this one here on a 1-minute chart. Let me just show that to you. That bottom, if we retest, not this bottom. It doesn't show it on here, but if we retest down here, 670, I'll find it for you. It's not a good chart. It's 673 and change. This wick didn't happen, so it's around here. We'll just try this top. 673.75. We break down there. Let's take the $4 and run. But we're going to give Tesla one more shot here.
Open again and going crazy one more time is IPVN. It's got about, I'd say, a few seconds before it probably halts one more time. For me, the plan back is
Interesting.
very, very simple. It's got to show a little bit of weakness. It's continuing to go parabolic up. Whether it's $10 or $12 or $5, I can't say where this is going to stop. But common sense usually prevails in these names, and you want to wait until it happens before you trade. So trade carefully. Daryl, reverse short on data. That's not my favorite stock. I know someone around here that might be interested in that name, Brandon. Not to call you out there, but I just did. So another halt there in IPDN. Be very, very careful, guys, trading that when it cannot stay open for more than a minute before getting volatility halted. Brandon, what's up?
There is some strength, guys, in some of the Chinese names so far to the upside at this point anyways. Just going to show you QDN. QD starting to go, just popping up on a volume scanner as we broke really small one. 125 just broke there on a volume spike. So a decent level here. 120 was a huge support level for QD, guys.
QD, okay, we'll have to
I'm long in Pinduoduo. I can't sing, but Brendan can give you the news on some certain stocks here now. Pinduoduo is obviously, it's been a big runner. You can see the last couple of sessions, and the reason why I kind of want to, the reason why I kind of want to hold this trade through a 174 break and a 175 break, hopefully, I don't want to knock on some fake wood here, because when you say hold through a break and it doesn't happen, it's stupid, a lot of line there. But you see the moves that it's put in, the dip buy, this is what I wanted to see Bob.
So we're about break even right now.
Should have been a level, I guess, I was a little more aggressive on. Adding through the still bottom pick that we had, I got it once. I should have gotten it twice. I'll probably look to take some out in this momentum.
So, yeah, it's just kind of choppy right now. We're seeing Nasdaq reverse right now, kind of a little bit up. S&P 500 reverse. So we'll see if we continue going down or reverse toward the upside. There's no interest for me on the Nasdaq right now, so I'm chilling right there.
And I want to see if we can't hold through 175 level. There's something ridiculous on level 2, and I'm talking like, you look at these levels here, it'd have to be like 25, 30.
This is the level 2 that he's talking about. Just basically price action right now and just doing its thing.
We're going to try to hold through at least a little bit of this position the last quarter or so. But there's all kinds of reasons to use that momentum. If you see a big seller at 75, might as well take the $5, right?
Yeah, I think so. BFT breaking downside, but we're not worried. We've already got a majority of those ones. Intel still going, bouncing off this 48.65. We're pretty flat on this one, so we have a little small percentage left. 10% left of these reloads, but this for sure today, guys, has been the flaw stock for me. We've just been taking this one and trading it just really, really well here on Intel. We should have reloaded here. We were too busy doing other things. And that's the one thing I'm trying to do a little bit better for you, is to focus on a few names, not many names. So we'll wait to look on that one. But Intel coming to the downside, find better quality trades, right? Than not. So we'll look for that. I'm going to get out of this one last trade, test VWAP. So 48.90, we'll get out of that. And then Tesla, still a $4 winner, but we're like teetering, man. If we break through 673.50, I'm out. So we will take our 350 or so on it. If it does break to the downside, we'll make 350 and we'll close off our Tesla trade for not as big of a win as we could have had. I had no idea. I mean, I should have put an order up here, but we were waiting for that 680. So I don't think I would have got out there anyways. But let's see if it goes back. I do have an order upside. If we do test once again that 680, and I'm going to go to a 3-minute chart and show you why. We're all about the education on this side, right? So we have to show you here on the show. 680 right now, that's been the top. So if this can get back to like 678, we'll take it out. But right now I'm pretty happy. $5 winner and still trying to go. So let's make us all happy. Let's get to that magical level for Randy, 703, and we'll start cashing out. What up, Brendan? Did I hear a ready in my ear? That's okay, we don't have to.
Hey guys, it's Small Cap
Order
Talk. Randy's
filled.
here today. We'll talk about a couple of names we were looking at.
Order filled.
One of them, guys have been covering that. Tried that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and show you. Let me show my trade real quick. Nasdaq is starting to fall a little bit.
Couple levels, 210 and then 205, 215 even from yesterday afternoon's consolidation. We're just testing that. So we did get back below $2. This time that one in front of $2 will add up to that 215. This one, CNFR,
Dude,
doesn't get much easier than this. This was the aftermarket high from yesterday on CNFR, which was around 585, 590. Never even got back up to that. I wanted a lot more in front of that 596 area. This gives you $1 and change straight to the downside at the open. So CNFR, a great one this morning. Everything else kind of just chopping around. Liquidity is not great, to say the least.
So it's bouncing off that level. So I'll just have to be careful with that. As it continues bouncing up, bouncing up, I'm just gonna go ahead and try taking it out at break even.
Pretty choppy, and I will take that advice to heart, but I'm going to go snapshot one more
Excuse
time.
me, at a loss. So
I am taking the snapshot one more time here. I'm going to try it on this break. Right
we'll see
downside.
if it
I'll
continues
do
going
this
lower
to
from that level.
my neck one more time, then it does it. But we do have a decent position on right now on snapshot. The days
Yeah, I failed to lock myself a
on
break even at
everything else
that.
I
So that's my
think
fault.
there's a little bit of risk involved here in gambling with this snapshot. Let's see if we can get it back, what we've lost on this name. So we're going to see. But I am long right now. We're going to use 50 as a break. And if it does, man, then it does, and we get out. So back into the long on snapshot. Unfortunately, when 50 broke the first time, we had to get out. And sometimes like that saved me money, right? Because if I don't get out there, then I probably get out.
Yeah, I'm risking about 1% on that
Now,
trade.
we're starting to head up a little bit. I don't want to get like too frugal and get out too early, but we do have a decent position on it. It's a decent amount of shares. So we will take some off right there at 35, but we are back long snapshot, looking for a test of VWAP, which would be 50, which would get us back a decent part of our day on this name. So let's see if we get back up to 50. I am thinking even higher. Like the day's getting a lot better because of Tesla's just going now. So it's stuck, but I still have hopes that we have some more high side in Tesla. The day's been a pretty good one for us over here, but we're just trying to make that one big trade. And if Tesla can go great, that'll be that. But if Snapchat can go as well, then I do like it. But right now, look, coming back in, I'm gonna get out if it breaks through 50. Trying one more time, guys. Ho-hum, if it doesn't work, then this is how I get in
Right
trouble
now I'm out.
all the time, right?
I'm not about 1%, less than 1% for the day
Whatever. I got a
on
lot
that
of
trade.
Let's go.
You gotta have that fight in you. This is one of those games. Look, man, you get knocked down, you come right back in trading. You don't win 100% of your trades, but you lose 100 of the battles that you don't
Okay,
fight.
so we're breaking toward the 50. We're making a higher low, so that's just kind of a bull signal right there.
So I'm not gonna speculate and tell you guys that I have this is where Pinduoduo is gonna turn around. I'm short at that time. To be honest with you, we're just gonna let this one ride. Staff was a name that I kind of, and again, I think someone was literally just asking if I was looking for a short. typically when these names, when they get this close to $1, I'm kind of.
So that's unfortunate. That was kind of my fault where I wasn't able to lock myself a break even because it quickly just came all the way up.
Certainly, it's obvious on the daily chart. You can look to this little level here at 88, 89, which is essentially where it turned. What ends up happening, if you don't go to the higher time frame immediately, that bias of the $1 level sort of jumps into my head, and then I don't get the trade because I'm thinking it goes to a buck and turns. It does not. It goes to 86.
So divergence is still like hitting it right now, so that's still divergent. So that's kind of what I was expecting on the Nasdaq 100, to be honest. S&P 500 continues to make higher lows. So right now Nasdaq looks kind of interesting to me. If it breaks through this level, I'll be more interested as well. It's already an owl entry as it starts coming up. RL30 is coming up. RL10 is coming up. Crosses toward the RL30. So it's already an entry right there. So, but I'm not going long as of yet. Because I'm still waiting for it to break toward the 50 right there.
Here on DraftKings. So if we can get back to 90 or so, mid 80s, we'll take this out. And then we'll wait for 50 break and we'll take that. So we can put the trade in our pocket now and then just work and wait.
So I'm gonna wait for that.
Right now, man, this just doesn't want to go. So we've already seen this happen just too many times. So let's wait to see on DraftKings now. It's just bouncing around. Not much action, and the future's falling down. We still have Tesla. Like, it tried to go again. Like, it just keeps stopping at these levels, and then I get out, and then it runs. So we're almost out of this one. 673.50 break. We gone on Snapchat, guys. What up, B?
The one, guys, that pops up every once in a while. Safety Group, SFET, a little 11.5% today. There's not much in the way of volume behind this move, but 150 is a big level for Safety Group. Trying to clear that right now. 52-week highs as well, guys.
I know that. I just got into staff, and I'm not even making a lie to you because I wasn't trading off of this chart. I was trading off a different level 2 here that I needed to call up the symbol. And Sean, you're going to know exactly why I did this. I typed STAFF for some reason with 2 Fs. Certain quarterback who was on my fantasy squad instead of STAF. That little delay probably cost me a second entry here. It's rolling over to VWAP. I'll just go ahead and take it. It's only going to be likely 5 or 6 pennies at the most, and then most of it will actually be out. Shy of that, I'll start taking it out on the other side of 80 here. But either way, a little bit of a slow execution for me there, which shouldn't have happened on staff. I think the retracement's on. Once I get a target hit like an 80 break, which is about to happen, and we get through this bid right here, I'll move my stop to break even or closer to it, like 82.5 or 83, and not give it to that high of day. Once it makes a move down, I want to lock in profits because if you're playing the move and you don't have specific price targets, you certainly want to make sure that you expose yourself to as many positive outcomes as possible. So I don't want it to go down halfway to where I think, I come all the way back and I'm giving it all the way to the high. That doesn't make any sense because it was kind of right. I didn't win anything. I'm never doing that if I'm in the scalp.
AMD, like some of these stocks are just not moving. Let's go over to Facebook. Here 274. We can take a look at a little bit of longer time frame as well. This is the 1 minute chart, like just falling down a little bit. I mean, it looks like these are big moves, but realistically, man, I mean, this is not. I mean, it's a big move from 278 down to 274. So let's just watch. Like some of these stocks today, I don't really know what's going on. The Nasdaq's still positive. Some of these bigger names, though, like what's holding the Nasdaq up? I guess we can find out about that when Brendan maybe goes to the big board. What is holding the Nasdaq up today? We'll find out some Nasdaq leaders. But 274, 275. I'm going to check in on Peloton in a minute. VWAP upside 275.50 could be a play there on Facebook. 275.15, 275.50 for a long. What is this exact level? It's 40. 275.40 break, we'll probably take that. But we have wicked as high as 50. So if this can go, then I like it. I mean, if the Nasdaq's going to go higher, there's probably no name I'd rather be in right now than Facebook. We saw what Facebook did the last couple of days. Nice little moves to the high side. And it has that potential. Like, there's 276 up to 280. That's $4 there in like an hour and a half. So it has that potential again, I think, to do the same thing. So 275.50, we'll take a stabberoonie on Facebook there. We have 26 cents in the money on Intel. We're waiting for this out to break.
Yeah, I'm just waiting right now.
If that goes, we'll get out. And then Tesla, I see someone saying so much faith in Tesla. Yeah, I mean, I have faith in it, but again, like, it's positive today when Nasdaq just barely holding on. So I do think if the market gets going, Tesla could go. So do I have crazy faith that Tesla's going to go to the moon? No, but I do think that we could break at least the 677 again and give us a little bit of a win. The risk profile for me right now, 673.50 gives me $3. So we'll take that win and we'll hold out to like 8 more. So I think it profiles pretty nicely.
Order filled.
I just want to quickly go back to
Hi guys.
Sorry.
Orbital energy, another little energy, electrical energy. This is not fueling, but electrical energy.
Order
Popping up here,
filled.
OEG to the upside so
Order-
far. I'll show you
order
some
filled.
net elements.
I'm taking some scalps off that.
We'll show you this one. OEG.
Now I'm gonna go ahead and try day trading it
Through
long.
highs, 260, 10%, for OEG. That's what we'll look at. Valeria is watching what's going on over in Europe. There's been an
Stop loss would be right over here.
Hey Brandon, European markets are mixed amid positive vaccine news. Banking group in the UK is trading in positive territory with
Alright, took a long.
Lloyds and HSBC are all up less than 1%. Back to you.
Yeah, we'll wrap up. Some markets over in Europe have holiday shortened hours as well. So Valeria will wrap that up at 11 o'clock, guys.
Alright, I'm long right now.
I gave multiple levels. I gave 24.50 down here on Palantir. That's where it stops.
We're long, so it's the CATA 2 entry. It's an owl entry and a CATA 2 entry. So this is I'm risking about 1% on that trade.
25.50 top there, 25.50 bottom there, and then what happens? 25.50 comes, and I'm worried about BFT or DraftKings or some garbage like that. But there it goes, nice little move to the upside on Palantir. I hope you guys have that. That's a floss trade right there. I know a lot of you are following Palantir, and I know you have that, so I'm really happy that we did give you guys that call at least. And then there goes DraftKings. Okay, so Snapchat breaks 50. We'll review that in a minute. DraftKings, though, good out. We just took it again at 70 because how many times am I going to see this up and down, up and down? So 55
Dude, where's this
out
chart?
twice at 70. That's 30 cents. We'll put that. We'll wait for 50 to break. But Snapchat, once again, I told you I would try, and I did. And, I mean, it only got as high as 37.38. We noticed there was a problem. We got out of about 20% there, and then we dumped the rest at this bottom. So Snapchat, I'm not going to try it again. We're hovering today, guys. We're hovering, but we just need Tesla. Look where it went again, guys. 676 and stopped. So
Making a double top right there. It's kind of unfortunate.
Pinduoduo, I was going to mention here before we...
So if I go 2 for 2 for losses today, I'm just gonna take a little step back and reduce risk.
An upside target. If it goes to 180, turns around at that price, we'll probably take it off on the way back in, the same way we're thinking with that 75. But normally I'd look at something like a 173, but I'm actually going to go all the way down to VWAP here. My last entry.
But I'm gonna go ahead and reduce risk if that happens. If I get close to my, at least the original stop loss.
171 or just below that is going to be my trail. On Pinduoduo, I did get out of staff and back in. So it got to VWAP. I had my orders here to get out. I then got back in off of that.
Yeah, it's just falling. It's literally just falling off that level. So it fell that CATA 2 entry.
By going to the daily chart and then just looking at that previous support. So I know 90 is a good level.
Yeah, it's a bit tough. So I just got out of about 0.70% of a loss right there.
And just I'll get out. If it goes to $1, fine, we'll go back into that trade. And AstraZeneca, I don't know what to tell you, but it was like a one and done opportunity for us.
So it's tough.
For the short trade. And
It's getting really tough right now. So just made a double top off there.
off the dip box.
I think that was maybe just a fake out. We'll see.
And that 930 trade, I tried to limit the number of symbols because
It's still coming down from here.
once, but it did go, so great, that's fine. It is now bouncing back to the downside. Looks like a bit of a pullback trade.
So that's actually 2 losses in a row.
That are, if it breaks
Very interesting. So I'm gonna keep in watch. I'm gonna keep watching this real quick. I'm still in the trade on the S&P 500. So I'm down about 1.70% for the day. So I mean, not a big chunk, to be honest. But just like that,
Trying to sell 34.90. I don't want that short at all.
bit choppy for the day. So I mean, I did capitalize a little bit on this.
Try to follow us. I mean, we're doing analysis and trying to give you some of our ins and outs. Snapchat back.
S&P is doing much more better than anything else right now.
If it wasn't for Snapchat, we would be once again like to the moon today, but we put too much risk into that stock. So okay, Alibaba 237.50 a spot, but I like this as a break. Someone said, what about a rebound on Alibaba? We're really light. Like we didn't lose that much. We got 241 there, 240.25, and out at 240. So we lost about $1 and change on that trade. Not very many shares.
Yeah, so it's just failing right now. Nasdaq just bounced off that 50 and failing. I think it will eventually come up for the rest of the day, so I'm gonna keep watching that. But it's just kind of choppy right now, which is kind of interesting as the S&P 500 is much more stronger right now. Dow Jones 30 is strong right now. Yeah, so just ranging right now, so we'll see. Yeah, I'm literally up almost 1% on my S&P 500. I think I marked up that trade. Actually, no, I'm down. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and close that. I just closed that, so now I'm only down about 1% for the day. Now market is starting to reverse. So I took a long right over here, a day trade long right over here. Stop loss being at stop loss being right over here. So that was a day trade with the Nasdaq 100 because I was expecting both of them to come up. So yeah, I'm only down about 1% for the day on my day trade account. So on my main account. So now it just broke toward that level. So I mean, it could continue going down. It's bouncing off that level right there. So let's see. I mean, this is a really significant level from yesterday because price action really struggled to come down there. So that's something to look for. See if what it actually does. I made like 2% last night. So yeah, I'm down like 1% for the week. No, for the week. For the day. Because I made up about 2.5% yet last night. They're like 0.5% on Monday. Not really big. And then I'm down 1% right now. So what is it like about? I'm up about 1.5% for the week. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep watching this. I think this is a significant level where it could definitely like come down, come toward the upside. Dow 30 just looks much more stronger off that level.
Snapchat and Baba, but other than that, it's been a very positive day for me, so that's good. But we need to make money, so whatever. These stocks need to go. Let's just wait to see if Baba can take out 2/3 downside. So that's what I was looking for. Look at the market. We've got to find some shorts. We only have one position on right now, and it's Intel, and it actually goes to that 90 and does not break. So that 90 was a key level for us there. So we still have that order for Intel waiting to get short at 90, guys. That's INTC.
Look at that bias right there. Now it's just coming down. Yeah, market is just coming down right now, so I'm chilling right now. I'm just watching. Damn. Yeah, look at how the market is falling right now on the Nasdaq 100. So I mean, Nasdaq 100 was just weaker on the open. Dow 30 looks kind of, yeah, Dow 30 is just still holding the gains right now. So is Russell. Russell's still holding the gains. S&P 500 not really holding the gains. It's kind of choppy on the 1 minute. Just choppy, but looks like Nasdaq today is what's just coming down right now. So being careful with that as it's starting to come lower. Usually JPY is still holding the level too. So that's pretty much it. I'm gonna keep watching this because I'm really interested to see what we do here on the Nasdaq 100.
Okay, so I think it looks like here we're going to be getting dim sum, I think. for New Year's Eve dinner. So the wife asking me what's up, and then we're gonna make the fresh pasta on New Year's Day. So we'll treat her. She deserves it. You know, obviously, I love the barbecue. It's a little cold right now. It was.
So yeah, we'll see.
-3 this morning, but now
We'll see what we do here.
all good on that, and that's never stopped me from barbecuing anyway. So
I
whatever.
wasn't able to take a lot
Intel
of
on the downside, we still keep
trades
going
on the
down
Nasdaq
there.
100 because of the
Another
divergence.
0.3% win, here on
Except for
Intel.
that
It
trade.
just keeps on going. I guess we need to find a bottom in Baba if we want to trade that way. I don't know if we want to do that. Though today, this is still Intel, meant to go to Baba. Let's see. I had that 237.50 level. Should have just played off that for the short, believe it or not. But 235, could that break? I guess it could, and that's fine. I put yesterday on a tweet that I didn't want to see. Boo, there's that coming through, so hold on a second, zoom in. I didn't want to see that 220 level again, but with this kind of movement today, not that we're going to get there, but watch out for this break. You do have 235, some resistance down here, 234. It kind of looks like clear sailings to the downside on Alibaba. It's just, there has to be a better name to short. Alibaba pretty strong today, considering the Nasdaq moving down. I'm wondering if AMD might be one of those names today to 91 to short. Nah, it's still, actually AMD's up. So yeah, failed on all fronts here, guys. Trying to find a good name to short. Let me know if you see something there in the chat, and we'll do that. Wow, people still talking, Neil, about that BNGO. I like.
It just went to another high, which
Yeah,
was like
of
just shorted it off of that high, like
Order
35
filled.
instead of 40
Order
level. And
filled.
again, I'm gonna be scalping it. And apologies because I do have Pinduoduo up here. BNGO. Pinduoduo is continuing to move up, so it's looking like a good trade. But BNGO just played.
But yeah, that's pretty much it for today right now, guys. I'm just still watching it. I'm still gonna be in the charts because I'm still interested to see what we do here on the Nasdaq.
Save myself some coin. We'll see if the same thing is true here with 50 also looms. 3 is an obvious level as well, but wow, BNGO looks strong. That's why I've not been holding.
Yeah, S&P 500 is still holding the gains right now.
Brendan is at the big screen because
So it looks like Nasdaq was much more weaker than everything else in the sectors today. So S&P 500 was definitely stronger. Dow 30, Dow Jones was definitely stronger. Russell was definitely stronger today. So I was eyeing the Russell for short buys today, but it's up about 1.2%. So I mean, what a freaking massive move. Wasn't able to scalp it at all. But yeah, look at this move right over here. Just massive move. That's unfortunate that I wasn't able to catch that move toward the longs, but I was focused on the Nasdaq. That was definitely a good winner today. Good trade if I traded that.
Among the leaders between 2.5% and 4.5% to the upside. The rest on this side of the board not really doing much. We did mention a couple from the real estate group. Here is the tech sector outside of Intel, FIS, Adobe, and AKAM. Everything else in positive territory. The hardware equipment makers among the leaders. WDC, HPQ, they're about 2 and 3% to the upside. There's an AMAT, LRCX, and KLAC in the semiconductors group in positive territory. But worth mentioning, Intel the only one not in positive territory right now. Banking stocks also very positive. The entire group, insurance companies, diversified and banks, every single one of them is higher. I'm going to show you something else while I'm here. If I can shift over real quick. This is the Nasdaq. So we haven't had a look at the Nasdaq ever during this segment, but this is the Nasdaq so far today. You can see healthcare stocks, information technology stocks, the semiconductors are down here. There's some financials as well, mainly in the insurance group.
Yeah, I like the Dow. I like how the Russell came all the way up like that. I like how that appeared. It's a strong move.
When you look at the Nasdaq on its
So was Dow
own
30.
individual basis, there are a lot more
VWAP was
negative
here.
news popping out here, as you can see, versus the S&P 500, where most of the tech stocks are in positive territory. But when you break it down from pretty much every group, there are
Yeah, it's
some
just
negative
beautiful.
names today. In the Nasdaq, so 0.1% from the Nasdaq composite, the S&P 0.3%. Let's go back to me.
So for everyone's benefit, literally as we were going to Brendan, I was getting out of that.
Yeah, it's a
trade,
strong move toward the upside.
I immediately sort of said, I don't know if you guys caught it. I said, failed break. I threw it into the chat because to let you guys know, I was gonna play this level one more time at that 240. I did get back in.
But anyways, that's pretty much it for today, guys. Still looking at the Nasdaq right now for a short buy, so we'll see.
It's all scalp trades. That's why I'm all out of it. In front of 225 guys. So you're talking about like 5, 10, 15-cent wins. That's what it's all about here for me. The downside is, as much as I just lined that one up and was able to knock it out, I should have been over here back at stack. And this is one of those things where.
But anyways, that's pretty much it for today's stream, guys. Red day,
But, oh, man, that dollar
something to
level
look for, something to look
Once
at how,
happens, there was this little
you know,
chance
what I did wrong today. So I definitely
to catch another
focus on
But I was looking at
kind of the
BNG,
direction too
no
much
way.
today,
This is the kind of trade that you're only in one at a time for me
and on the Nasdaq 100. So,
you're definitely more active on the
but other than that, I think I played it really well.
chart watching, like,
Still the same pattern, still the same rules that I
or
traded.
the other trades that we might have. Missed out on staff.
Yeah, I mean S&P 500 was pretty good today. Made some money on that. So I'm only down 1% for the day, so that's not really a lot,
Target here, guys.
at least for me. So,
This is that dip level I would have liked if we got at that 169.
so yeah, we'll see what we do here.
If you look at bottom to top, 63, we've currently gone about $12, 12 to 13 bucks from the bottom to top here.
But that's pretty much it for today's stream.
About double that.
I'm gonna continue trading
Last update,
for the rest of the day and see what we do here.
at about a $22
Make sure to go ahead and follow me on Instagram if you guys aren't followed
I do feel like if we
my Instagram yet. And yeah, just look at the stories.
it's gonna make sense to have
I'll go ahead and just post my results, my trades later on the day on that too. So yeah, take a look at that, and I'll see you guys later. All right, have a good day.
50% when you look at the relative levels there. So I would cancel in that case. I would cancel my trailing stop at 171, and then look to